Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to a daily update on my 1000 days challenge. This is day 157. So, yep, let's get started. All right, so first and foremost, you'll notice there's quite a drastic jump from yesterday to today. So, I'll give a very rough explanation of what happened. So, as you can see earlier on, for at least the crypto market itself, there was a very sudden drop. So, I actually closed out a majority of all of my trades that are open, either were hit by the stop loss themselves, or I actually closed them using the trailing stop loss that were met, the condition that were met. And that happened for both my experimental trade setup and also in terms of the main trading setup that I do have. And so similarly for this price action trade setup, as you can see over here, when price closed below the 20 exponential moving average, actually decided to take profit. And reason being is actually very simple, because it was a very decisive break below this 20 exponential moving average. And you can see there's a huge spike in terms of volume wise compared to relatively almost across the board, even since the start of the bull run in 16 December. So there's something that I'm a little bit more thinking that potentially we could be consolidating here over a decent period of time, unlike over here. And yeah, so a lot of there are a lot of guesses, a lot of guesstimate into what actually caused this sharp drop. And yeah, a lot of things would be, is it a cause and an effect? Is it because of the high funding rate that resulted in this very sharp spike, whereby people actually busy getting liquidated or closing in their trade to take the profit over this large bull run? And we could potentially getting the funding rate reset to a more acceptable rate before things picks back up again. So right now, funding rate is still a little bit on the higher end, but potentially we could still, as you can see, we are still bouncing very strongly upwards. And I bought in a little bit long term in terms of this 30K mark because I do see strong support established over here as well. So there's something to bear in mind. So you can see both experimental trade setup is so-called still in negative, but it's a little bit less negative in that sense. Whereas I take a huge profit in terms of the main trading setup, and that explains the main difference from 12,300 to now 14,100. So yep, that's the key difference. And in terms of the market update, as you know, today is Monday. So I'm just going to do a very quick update in terms of the weekly market structure for Bitcoin. Generally, as you can see on the weekly chart, things are still looking bullish. But do bear in mind that, yeah, so ignore this candle because this is this candle. So it could still continue to go towards upside, or it could actually consolidate over here, which would potentially be a much more favorable thing. As you can see over here, even though we have some short like a bearish candle or exhaustion candle, and we still continue towards the upside. So how far things can go is up to anybody guess. And potentially, if things does retrace towards this region or this 20 exponential moving average on the weekly chart, I'm very certain that people will be looking to add. So I'll say that if it gets anywhere close to it, I'll be adding ahead of them, which is I believe what a lot of people will be doing as well. So as long as this remains intact, this price remains above this 20 exponential moving average on the weekly chart, overall I'm highly bullish on Bitcoin in the short to mid term, which is the 1 to 1 year time period, I would say. So yeah, so overall, like I said over here, what I'm looking for in terms of price action wise is that consolidation pattern could potentially form on the 4-hourly chart. And I've already drawn the key resistance and support. So basically, as price remains above 28K and below this 35K, 34.5K region, I'll consider as a consolidation period. So it could swing between these two periods for extended period of time until say the daily chart in terms of the 20 exponential moving average catches up, or also potentially the 50 simple average catching up as well. And in which case, a more decisive reaction could take place towards the upside or towards the downside. So for now, I'm staying out of the market, even though things are looking bullish. I will still continue to add in terms of dollar cost averaging in, but I do also bear in mind that I do keep a small sum of money that I do intend to buy in if there's a huge discount, like for example, in this case, to buy into the dips, especially in the clear bull market, as what we are seeing over here. Especially when you can see, I think yesterday the altcoin has actually been doing extremely well in that sense. So yeah, that's something to bear in mind. Otherwise, that's basically the quick update I have for you guys today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.